Hello, my name is Joshua Cooper, and I work in special education as an instructional assistant. I am going to go over how the state of Arizona makes changes or chooses to remove certain laws from the state in its constitution by going over the process of making, changing, or recalling certain laws with initiatives and referendum. First, we're going to go over what are they and how are they different. Well, initiatives and referendum get very mixed in and believed to be the same thing very often, and they go through the same process where they both have to be approved upon by a specific body, and then they get put onto ballots that people can vote on during elections. The difference between the two is that initiatives are written by the people and drafted by the people as a proposal where they need to get petitions to sign it. Well, need to get petitions signed by a specific number, about 15% of the population of the area. While referendums are proposed and drafted by legislature, being the House and the Senate, and must be voted on by the House and the Senate in order to become a proposal that can be put onto a ballot. Now, there are five different types of initiatives and referendum. Constitutional initiative or referendum, they both are trying to make changes to the state's constitution, although with initiative, with all initiatives, there's no editorial assistance, meaning that people are chosen to write and draft their own proposals by themselves without having assistance. And the constitutional initiative is very more selective in that it only must contain one single subject matter to not interfere with the state's constitution. While the constitutional referendum proposed by the legislator and must be just be approved by the House so that it can be onto the ballots. The statutory initiative and referendum go by similar laws, being the initiative still mainly being made and drafted by people. The difference is these laws are more county, individual community laws specifically. While they're still all over the state, they're more condensed and more specific to the states, to the specific environment of whoever's writing the bill. And the statutory referendum is different from the constitutional referendum because it goes over and gets sent to the government or put on the ballot directly for citizens. Although the statutory referendum initiatives still both had to adhere to the U.S. as well as the Arizona Constitution, which would be a difference between them and the constitutional initiative and referendums. The statutory referendum by petition is a little bit different and involves a little bit more initiative ideals because this one allows the bills to be passed by Congress itself, by not by Congress, by the House and Senate itself, but they can be vetoed if petitioned by the citizens of the area, which gives the citizens more power. Some of the pros and cons would be that initiatives give more power to the people. They feel more into the community as a whole and can be proposed more than once. Some of the cons would be they require signatures, which need at least 15% of the population, doesn't always get passed. And that's another thing, doesn't always get passed by it compared to referendums, which usually are more likely to get passed because they work with the federal government of the state. And so another pro, at least for referendum, is that they cannot be vetoed by the governor. And people are still feeling represented by electing their representatives in the House and also the Senate. Although Not everyone is going to feel represented and feel like they're going to be more power to the government, which would be one of the cons. Along with citizens feel like they're less informed and can be less informed because the legislatures don't go over the bill in great depth as they would when they're proposing it to other people in the House and Senate. In accordance to the relationship to it and direct democracy, initiatives definitely are more of a community-based sharing a common goal, which is all of what direct democracy is all about, and not being put on by specific representatives, or if they are cycled out quicker so that everyone has a say and everyone's able to have a say. To have a say at least at one point within their time living in their community. While there still is some skepticism and feeling that is a bit too radical because it is more trying to get people, every single person, when not everyone knows about government. Although, when it comes to referendums, people are more in tune with representative democracy, it feels like. But at the same time, it is closer to having a House and Senate be able to pass laws with specific representatives that are chosen by the people. And the citizens do have still some power, which gives them by vetoing bills. These are my references, and I thank you for your time and hope you enjoy my presentation.